Should black people get reparations?
I believe they should.
So I, white man, have to play for black people. Why?
Wow, that's a really selfish thing you said.
Hold on. Why should I have...
That's a really non-empathetic thing to
Wait,
say.
why should I have empathy for a race? I have white guilt because I breathe? Why should the white students here have to work harder to pay for black kids? What is that all about?
Not every black person has lineage connected to slaves.
That's
and
true.
Every white person doesn't have lineage connected to slaves.
Yes, that's right. So since every black person doesn't have a lineage connected to slaves, why should we generalize and say reparations for black people?
Because there are people that are in a worse place.
So over 150 years, they didn't have any ability to make better decisions, to save money, and to invest. How about you take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming the white...
Charlie Kirk's death has left a lot of white people shaken, and it's not because of who he was, but for the first time, they have seen a white man unalived for speaking out. That reaction has a name: morality, displacement, and racialized justice. Let's name a thing a thing. For black people, indigenous people, and communities of the global majority, speaking out has always carried the risk of death. Think about Martin Luther King or Fred Hampton. Justice wasn't an abstract debate. It was survival. For a lot of white communities, justice has mostly been a matter of right or wrong, argued in courtrooms or classrooms or cable news or about protests. It wasn't about life or death. So when Charlie Kirk was unalived, his actual beliefs are not the focus. It's the fact that he was unalived and he was a white man. It shatters a long-held assumption that whiteness protects you from the fatal consequences of speech. That white people can actually be a victim of violence. That polite racism isn't harmful. It is. That's why so many white people are shaken. Even some black folks and other members of the global community are shook too, because they sought safety and comfort in whiteness, not in justice, not in liberation. They thought if they agreed and assimilated into anti-blackness culture, they would be safe. So here's the invitation. Let's all sit with the discomfort. Let's ask, why does white unaliving spark outrage when black unaliving so often means silence or even blame? If you want language and tools to face these truths and start healing, you should get my book, Healing Bias. There's a link in the bio. Share this with someone who is really ready to name a thing, because in a world of hate, no one is safe, not even children at schools.
Black people, why are y'all celebrating? Like, y'all better than that. Y'all really on the internet and happy that this man got shot unalive in front of everybody. I mean everybody. All because y'all don't like his opinions. Now, I'm not riding with Charlie Kirk, right? But the nigga gone already, right? He gone. But my thing is this. Stop asking people questions and you not ready for the answer. Because if you just look back at it, he was only answering the questions that y'all asked him and just gave his opinion. Y'all gotta realize that everybody ain't gonna agree. You got to agree to disagree. That's fucking life. Now, however, I went back and watched some of his clips when he was speaking on black people and the violence that come with black people. I saw that as well. But shit, look at it from this view. He got unalive from one of his own kind. Okay, that right there should prove a point. Black people ain't the only people that's violence amongst each other. What happened today to Charlie Kirk proved that. Just like I said on my backup channel, that's why a lot of this shit I don't speak up on. Because I don't want to be educated when it comes to shit like this. All this political shit, you will never see me talk about. Because I'm just not into it. At the end of the day, we all got to live our own lives. Let's just be real. Now, for the people that look like me, black people, God did his work. It's over with. Let it go. Move on.
So you mean to tell me that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed on a college campus with predominantly white students and possibly shot and killed by a white sniper, and white people woke up the next day, today, and chose to call black colleges across the country with terrorist threats? What we did. Stop putting us in y'all white people mess. Stop putting us in y'all white people mess.
You know, the Black British reaction to Charlie Kirk is very interesting and telling. And I'm not here to tell Black British Christians that they have incredibly low racial self-esteem. I think it's true, but I think that's been touched on enough. I don't really need to say that. But now, the reason I'm saying it's telling, and honestly for me, pretty expected, is because from my life experience, Black British Christians are often the type of people that you'll run into. You think they can treat you anyhow, but guess what, guys? That's okay because they have God first or a Bible verse in their bio. And guess what? They also post one on their page every few weeks. So the way they act is fine because they're God's child. Like, it's so fine. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that people like that would just have so much grace for somebody like Charlie Kirk, who absolutely went around spewing hatred, like just every ism there is, he was spewing and then covering up with like a God first persona, this Christian facade, because yeah, same behavior. Those two, like him and the demographic of Black British Christians, yeah, from my perspective, same behavior. His is just on a global scale. So yeah, like, it's just very telling and very expected for me, but it has also consolidated the belief that a lot of you are very strange, extremely strange, and I need to keep staying away from that demographic. Like,
Black Americans are not so much remorseful to the death of Charlie Kirk, and this is based on how he has been throwing tantrums to the black race. His language has been filled with the ill thoughts on the black people, and he has never seen blacks as a worthy human race. So karma, as we always say, karma never sleeps. Karma is alive, and karma does his things in the right way and in the manner that can never be comprehended by normal human beings. So sometimes he wished blacks bad things to happen to them, but now see where he is. He's going down fit. The world doesn't care about him now because he's normal. Yet he has been so much in ensuring that blacks are smeared as a lesser race as compared to the whites. So if you see black Americans reacting in this way, then it means that it has reached a time where people can come out and talk about what they feel openly. We know that deaths are never happy situations, and people should be remorseful according to culture, or rather how the world has been created all along. But this one comes differently. This one has displayed a different perspective where the black Americans are not remorseful about it, and they feel that he deserved this. He deserved to die in this manner. And they just pray that the investigations don't go on well, as it has been a norm when a black American is killed. At the same time, when this shooting was happening, blacks were killed in Colorado, and no one wanted to cover that. No media wanted to show what happened in Colorado. It shows, or it demonstrates, how the system is created to skew justice towards favoring the white populace. So we have to get these conversations going on, because blacks say enough is enough. We have fought for this. We know that God might work for us as he has done to this Charlie Kirk's death, but we still have a lot to achieve from this system. There are a lot to be done to ensure that we also matter in this society, in this American society. That is what this video is trying to bring across. So if you're watching us for the first time, I urge you to subscribe to our channel. I will so much appreciate if you do that, and also share these our videos, like our video, and that will be a turning point for us who bring these conversations without fear or favor. Thank you, and may the good Lord bless you.